Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack, episode 10 of season 2 of Game of Thrones. It has been almost a month since our last sesh. We had over-recorded to make sure we got through my vacation, and then it was not obviously at the top of our priority list once I got back, since we had over-recorded. So, it's been a minute since the Battle of Blackwater Bay. I want to say, if I remember correctly, in episode 9, that is literally all it is.
Yeah.
And so, recap-wise, I really think we probably need to briefly touch on this and then go back to episode 8. Because for us, that was more than a month ago when we watched that. Ish. So, the Blackwater, Igly, do you remember everything that happened about the Blackwater?
Like, a lot of it was blur, like, because everything was fast-paced. My notes probably aren't the best, but I got some notes regarding it. Mainly, some main points I'll touch upon. Episode ended off with Tywin bringing reinforcements. They kind of routed Stannis' army back. I don't know if they are fleeing for good or just going to regroup later, but their initial invasion has failed. Tyrion almost died. He was being attacked by people, some friendly fire, apparently. Well, we don't have a clear answer on that, but something's going on there. We'll have to find out, hopefully, this episode. But, yeah. I don't know what happens now. Because I don't know what happens now regarding Stannis, what his next plans are. But the Lannisters have won this battle. What that means for the overall realm, I don't know. What that means for Tyrion, I also don't know, because he was only temporary Hand of the King, if I recall. Tywin was meant to be Hand of the King. Now that he's back, I don't know what's going to happen to Tyrion. I want my boy to win. How he does it, I don't know, but he'll pull it out of his ass. He definitely won the heart of his men that in the previous episode, because he rocked that shit. He was half a man, but he had more balls than everyone to step into battle, especially when Joffrey ran away like a little bitch. Joffrey fleeing, I also don't know if it's going to have repercussions, because there was already distrust building towards the king since he kind of killed his civvies a little bit. But now his men, the guards, can't really fight under him. Again, he's a king. I don't know if that's going to have, like, his people are just going to turn on, or, like, just if it's going to cause more unrest, or what's going to happen regarding that. We also have some elements of I was going to say defecating, but that's not the right word. The Hound is potentially defecting, and is talked about I was trying to, like, use defecting as, like, or to defect as an adjective besides defecting, and defecating was the word that came to mind. Anyway, he's talked about heading north, potentially bringing Sansa with him. What his intentions are, I don't know, but I see him as a friend. Hopefully that stays the case. But that might be the best move for Sansa. It definitely has risk, though. If they get caught, she is dead. I don't see anything good happen for her if that happens. But some other more minor notes. Will Brienne reach King's Landing with Jaime? I don't know. It's kind of a long way. They have a boat. I don't know if the boat can reach them this episode. Maybe a little update, but I don't think a reunion will happen this episode. And then to touch upon some of the other two plot lines, I feel like, I mean, they're gonna touch upon everything this episode, because that's what they did with the first season. But I it's less of a want, or like a expectation, but more of a need. I need Dany to save her dragons and get the hell out of Karth, or just get. I don't know what her plan is, but her dragons are at risk. They're in the House of the Dead with the Magic Man. And then I think Jon in the rest of the captured Black. I think it's just Half Hand, moving with them because the other two died. But I think they're gonna make it back to the main camp, and we're gonna get some reveal on who Mance Rayder is. Maybe John meets him, but I think it'll be pretty big. I have some thoughts. Will it come to fruition? I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a good summary, and I touched upon some of the plot elements that were touched like in episode 8. I don't think I'm missing anything.
I guess the other thing in episode 8 is at the end of the episode, your suspicions were confirmed, and Bran and Rickon and Asha,
oh yeah, they're alive.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Ooh, do we get what's that bitch's name?
Ooh. Theon?
Theon. I don't know why I was blanking on Theon. I guess it's been a month. An update on Theon and what's happening in there. I guess also we need to get a little touch upon what's going on with Rob. A lot of stuff that needs to be like touched upon this episode. That'll be interesting to see.
True.
Besides that, I think the other thing I'm just remembering is Sir Loras was the one who got.
Yeah, that was going to be what
you were going to bring up.
I was going to bring up.
I just don't want you to talk.
Okay.
Kidding, of course, but it seems like his I know Peter like told him to like come with him and not to just go chase Stannis.
Maybe you should be the one not talking.
Maybe I should. I'm gonna do it anyway. Not to chase after Stannis and like try to get vengeance and just die for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But his gamble has paid off. I guess he just rode to meet Tywin faster than a messenger bird could. I don't know. I guess at the same time, I don't know. I guess at the camp where they're at, they didn't have access to that. I don't know. So it'd be faster to send him then, as opposed to going to King's Landing, then sending a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know. But it worked out in the end. And Tyrion is alive thanks to it. So good for him. That's pretty much it.
Okay. I mean, I think you hit on everything.
Yeah.
I do, if I remember correctly, we get a lot of it drifts from the narrow focus of one line back to the norm in this episode.
I mean, they had to do that like that. That battle had to be the entire episode. It would have been weird cutting away from it.
I really wish that I would have watched that season when it came out, because and honestly, the way I remember watching it, like I had no idea the grand scale of things to come, but I feel like that at the time was such like a spectacle.
Yeah.
Because like you think of a lot of like recent big battle scenes in recent big movies like Avengers Endgame, Infinity War for that matter.
I haven't seen that.
Are you serious?
I haven't seen. I know what happens, like, but I kind of fell off Marvel movies like pretty after like the second Avengers movie.
All right, that's a problem for a different day. But my point is, like, for the time that episode came out, that had to have been freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's a hot topic for sure.
Sponsored.
Okay. I don't want to, like, because the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like drifting towards spoilers, and I don't want to do that. So, Corey, do you have anything you want to add to Igley's recap?
No. I thought Igley did a really good recap. He has some good theories as always. Big brain. And excited to keep watching Game of Thrones with him. I'm happy that he now gets to continue after he had to wait like a month after.
That's funny how that works.
Yeah, it's funny. It's real funny. So,
just you wait.
Oh, I'm waiting. Before we get into this, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any and all of our uploads, including our Game of Thrones specials. We do have Histories and Lore coming out very soon. I know that's been highly requested, and I'd said no, but you know what? You guys always win. and I always lose. That's just how it works. Corey, what's the plan? Histories and Lore is going to be out before this episode, so they'll probably already know it, or after.
Look, it should be out
after.
Season 1 Histories and Lore will be out before this episode, I think, because this is we have 4-week early access for Game of Thrones, so it should be out some weeks before. If everything goes,
you'll already know that.
If you don't see Histories and Lore on the channel, then something terrible happened, like an accident.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
okay.
But the people early access people would know.
Early access people will know on Sunday. But it might be. Anyways, that's coming. We'll watch all of those after each individual season, which you guys originally requested, and I just said no. But again, the house always wins. So, speaking of Patreon, you get full-length reactions available over there, including this one right now, 4 and 2 week early access as well. Be sure to check out the tiers there and pick the one that's right for you. And we have early access to other shows over there, full-length reactions to all of our stuff over there. We also have a link to our Discord down with the Patreon link in the description below, and links to our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all those out, and let's finally get back into Game of Thrones.
Let's go.
Hi.
Fire. What is he witnessing?
Death.
Oh, transition. A friendly face? No. Ooh.
Pod.
Squire?
Find Bronn or Varys. Tell them I am very much alive.
Yes, my lord.
I'd be fearing for my life. This man might want revenge.
The murderer and traitor Stannis Baratheon suffered a stunning defeat at the hands of your father.
I saw talking a little faster than normal.
Where am I?
He is.
Your new chambers. A little cramped, perhaps, but you don't need much room, do you?
He doesn't get the big room since he's not Hand of the King.
No longer Hand of the King.
Disrespectful. That's his win.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I guess defecate came into play, Iggly.
God damn, how do I do that?
Prediction's just too good. You can see the future.
The savior of the city and the Hand of the King.
Thank you, your grace.
He won't do as good of a job. Tyrion was in the streets working.
Lord Peter Varish,
Man of the
step forward.
people.
I declare that you shall be granted the castle of Harrenhal,
Ooh.
with all its attendant lands and incomes, to be held by your sons and grandsons from this day until the end of time.
I shall have to acquire some sons and grandsons.
Good thing he didn't get this spider.
My sister Marjorie, her husband was taken from us before.
Oh, wait.
She remains innocent.
Is he gonna
I would
recommend
ask you to find it
marriage?
in your heart to do us the great honor of joining our houses.
Ooh.
Is this what you want, Lady Marjorie?
Sansa getting dumped?
With all my heart, Your Grace, I have come to love you from afar.
Okay.
Tales of your courage and wisdom have
Big
never been far
plays.
from my ears, and those tales have taken root deep inside of me.
Why the emphasis on deep?
She got a hallway down there.
A tale of your beauty and grace, but a king must keep his word.
Your Grace, it would be neither proper nor wise for you to wed the daughter of a man beheaded for treason. For the good of the realm, your counselors beg you to set Sansa Stark aside.
Oh my god. Is she dead?
So now that there's another option, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
I would like to heed your wishes and the wishes of my people. I took a holy vow.
Your grace, the gods do indeed.
Fucking slower
hold
now.
Betrothal solemn, but your father made this pact before the Starks revealed their falseness.
The gods are good. I'm free to heed my heart.
Okay.
Solaris, I will gladly wed your sweet sister.
Wow, big play.
You will be my queen.
Is she older than Joffrey?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Really?
Actually, you know what? No, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, by a couple years.
So Sansa's... I mean, she was a prisoner before, but now more than ever before. Oh, but she's happy.
My lady.
They're right, I'm not good enough for him.
You shouldn't say that. He'll still enjoy beating you.
Oh, I see.
Now that you're a woman, he'll be able to enjoy you in other ways as well. You have a tender heart. Just like your mother did at your age. I can see so much of her in you. She was like a sister to me.
You want to fuck your sister?
For her sake, I'll help get you home.
Okay.
King's Landing is my home now.
Look around you. We're all liars here, and every one of us is better than you.
True. Where is Shay now in all this?
Come in.
Who's this?
Doesn't look very comfortable. Here, watch me.
No need for
Oh, he's
that,
not
my
interested.
You sure?
dear. I'm not like most men.
That's what most men say.
Show him the scar. Show her the
If you
scar.
don't want what most men want, then you better tell me what you'd like me to do.
I would like you to tell me if working for Lord Baelish has been all you'd hoped it would be.
Ooh. Does not work.
You're afraid?
Immune.
Why? Nothing dangerous down there.
That's what makes him dangerous.
Know who you are.
And Littlefinger looks at you and sees a collection of profitable holes. I see
Odd
a
description.
potential partner. He's a dangerous man. But everyone has their weaknesses.
You're a virgin, I take.
Okay.
Look. Were you a foot taller than all the boys? They laughed at you, called your names.
There's nothing wrong with that.
One or two must have tried to get inside Big Brienne. One or two tried? Ah, maybe you wished one of them could overpower you, fling you down, tear off your clothes. But none of them was strong enough.
God, Jamie's so weird.
Not interested?
Yeah.
Of course you are. You'd love to know what it feels
Tifa,
like.
I mean,
to be a woman.
have you seen what he does?
Ah.
Oh.
They lay with lions. Talon girls, I'd say.
Okay.
They served my father's soldiers. Maybe one of them gave up a kiss in a field.
Is that worth lynching him?
That's how they earned this. It must make you proud to serve the Starks.
I don't serve the Starks. I serve Lady Catelyn.
Tell yourself that tonight when they swing in your dreams.
I wish he could be swinging right now.
What are you doing?
Burying them.
We shouldn't stay here.
Wow.
We should get back on the river. I think these women would understand.
I don't care what you think.
Noble to a fault.
I'm
Ooh.
tired now. Unless it got stuck in your ass on its way to your gun.
Is she gonna 1v3 him?
Whoa! What's your business here?
Travelling and prisoner.
Are they gonna recognize him?
If you've quite finished,
Dude, it's...
Clowns.
all right, we'll be
Yeah,
going.
they don't understand.
Whoa! Who do you fight for?
The Starks.
Thought she fought for Lady
What do they
Catelyn.
do?
Gotta make a
Apparently eating
lie.
is not a crime, who knew?
No, stealing is a crime.
Well, it's not a crime to starve. That's justice for you.
I hope you gave them quick deaths.
2 of them we did, yeah.
goddamn.
I do know you.
Oh god.
That's Jaime Lannister.
I wish someone had told me. I wouldn't have had to steal that pig.
If this is the Kingslayer, I think I'd know about it.
I was at Whispering Wood. I saw him. They dragged
Okay.
him out of the woods and threw him down before the king.
She's gonna have to kill him.
Kingslayer, sorry to disappoint you.
I have a question for you both. And I want you to answer at the same time.
What's his name?
3.
Oh my god. Let's fucking go.
They left her no choice.
2 quick deaths.
Ooh. God damn.
Those were Stark, man.
I
And
serve the Starks. I serve Lady Catelyn. I told her
noble
I'd take you
to a
King's
fault.
Landing, and that's
I
what
mean,
I'm going
horrible
to do.
human beings are horrible human beings, no matter
Stay.
what allegiance they
allegiance.
have.
Yeah.
I love the way Jamie looked at Brienne when he's counting down to 3. He
Like,
just
what's
looks
the
at her
plan
like,
now?
Ah, we're done.
Walder Frey is a dangerous man to cross.
I know that.
And you mean to do it anyway?
I love her.
Are we deflecting for what she
I
did?
know that seems important to you.
It is important to me.
Does he even know?
Treat your oaths recklessly, and your people will do the same. If your father lived his life for
My
one
father
thing...
is dead, and the only parent I have left has no right to call anyone reckless.
Oh.
True. He's mad.
You said you saw my victory in the flames.
I did.
After you lose the game of ranked.
I still see it.
The flames lied, and I'm no better than a savage, trusting in a fire god.
Yeah, big mistake.
I've been fighting far longer than you.
Have you?
Fighting
Show
what?
me how you fight.
Okay, back to this.
Show me. Where's your god now? Will he save you?
We got any more magic down there?
Where's your god?
My God.
Inside you.
What? Metaphorically or?
I murdered my brother.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, he did. It was his seed that murdered him.
We murdered him. You will betray everything you once held dear.
All for what?
And it will all be worth it. Because you are the son of fire. You are the warrior of light.
God, I love her.
You will sweep aside this pretender and that.
I need you and Corey to stop liking toxic women.
You will become.
Like, I understand the appeal, but...
You don't know. Let me show you.
She just has a way with words, man.
Fire, my king.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Look into the fire.
I see fire.
Keep looking. Do you see my king?
What are we looking at?
He sees.
What does he see, though?
They will all see. You will see.
Okay. Listen, if it doesn't come with a flaming sword, it's not worth it. Here we go.
I will kill that man.
They want you to know you're surrounded.
Ooh.
I know
What now?
I'm surrounded.
They don't want you to sleep. They want to sap your spirit before they...
He knows that.
Wise, bold man.
Damn.
Thank you for explaining siege tactics to me. A word from my father.
He's going to town on that one.
No.
What a troll.
Some more ravens. You killed all the ravens.
Smart move, siege tactics.
First time I saw Winterfell. First time I saw Winterfell.
He's going to keep interrupting him.
Looked like something that had been here for thousands of years. We never stood a chance against a man who lives here.
Lord Stark went out of his way to make it your home.
Yes, my captors were so very kind to me. You love reminding me of that.
It didn't have to be this way. You could have gone another
What
way.
it's like to be told how lucky you are to be someone's prisoner. And then to go back home to your real father.
I will kill that man. I swear to the drowned god, the old gods, the new gods, to every fucking god in every fucking heaven, I will kill
The voice
that man.
crack.
Theon, listen to me. Run. 500 Northmen wait outside the walls. You have 20 men.
I'd never make it back to the Iron Islands. And even if I did, I'd be a coward.
It's the path he chose.
Who ran.
Don't go home.
Go
Join
where?
the Night's Watch.
Okay.
I won't make it 10 feet past the Winterfell gates.
There are ways.
Secret tunnel?
Hidden passageways built so the lords of Winterfell could escape. You'll have opportunities there.
The opportunity for Jon Snow to cut my throat in my sleep.
The opportunity to make amends for what you've done.
Is it even possible to make amends?
I've done a lot, haven't I?
You're not the man you're pretending to be.
So true.
Not yet.
I've gone too far to pretend to be anything else.
He's realizing the mistakes. But do you just stick to it because it's too far gone?
That's the mating call of the Northmen.
Oh, they're gonna mate with you. They do want to fuck
I
you.
haven't had a good fucking week. I'm ready for one.
Okay.
They say every ironborn man is worth a dozen from the mainland. Do you think they're right?
Aye.
What's 20 times 12?
Today, brothers. Agar and Gelmar, Wex and Urzen, Stig and Black Lauren.
He knows their names.
Ironborn warriors will cry out our names, and whoever kills that fucking hobgrower will stand in bronze above the shores of Pite.
He... Okay.
Thought he'd never shut up. It was a good speech. Didn't want to interrupt.
It was a pretty good speech. What is their plan? Oh, are they just gonna hand him over?
What are you doing?
No. No.
Let's go home.
You didn't have to stab him. What the hell?
Guy's just an asshole.
Dude, not like this.
Why should I believe you?
Why would I lie about it?
Is he just gonna bleed out there and die?
Between my sister and me?
Where before there was nothing but love. So Mandan Moore tried to kill you on your sister's orders.
Oh, okay. This is where it
If it
comes.
weren't for your squire's bravery, you'd be a dead man.
Really?
Would it be excessive of me to ask you to save my life twice in a week?
No, my lord.
You're a good lad.
Let's go, Pod.
Get Braun.
I'm afraid your friend has been relieved of his command of the City Watch.
No.
The gold cloaks are now firmly in the hands of your father or your sister.
He has no place.
It varies from cloak to cloak.
Then my hill tribesmen
have gone home.
No.
Your father
Shaga.
paid quite handsomely.
Son of Dolph.
I'm afraid
Of the
we
Stone
won't
Crows.
be seeing each other for some time, my lord.
And I thought we were friends.
We are.
Okay. She's still good?
There are many who know that without you, this city faced certain defeat. The king won't give you any honors. The histories won't
Disrespectful.
mention you, but we will not forget.
All that. Putting his life on the line, he gets nothing.
It was good of you to come.
I want to see you.
Believe me, you don't.
He's fine.
Have you looked?
Yeah, it's character. The sticking to it is a little bit... That's gonna make a badass scar. It doesn't look that bad. Come on.
Well?
Call him your little lion.
You are a mess.
I'm a monster, as well as a dwarf.
Dude, it doesn't look that bad.
You think I'm here for money?
I pay you and you lie to me.
It's different now.
Oh, I'm a poor little rich man and nobody loves me, so I make jokes all the time and pay them to laugh. Fuck your money.
Okay.
Leave King's Landing. They try to kill you, they will try again. Going into wars, fighting soldiers, you're terrible at this.
He was pretty good.
Let's take a boat to Pentos and never come back. You don't belong here.
Pentos.
What would we do in Pentos?
Is he about to cry?
I want to go with you.
So do it. Your father, your sister, all these bad people, they can't stop you. Forget about them. Come with me.
Dude, Shay's a real one.
I can't. I do
Why not?
belong here. These bad people. What I'm good at. Out talking them
Unfortunately
out.
so.
Them. It's what I am.
So he's gonna keep playing the game?
I like it more than anything I've ever done.
But now it's gonna be so much harder than it for him.
You have a shit memory. I am yours, and you are mine.
Let's go. Oh my god, this is so sweet.
Put the tear in Tyrion.
Oh my god. He needs a real one by his side. Too many assholes.
These two souls, binding them as one
Oh shit.
for eternity.
Okay. We're going back on our oaths.
Look upon one another and say the words.
Father, Smith, warrior, mother, maiden, crone, stranger, I am hers, and she is mine, from this day until the end of my days.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
We can worry about the repercussions later. The bridge wasn't worth it.
You know, I don't know if I've ever watched this part all the way through.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I don't like scary stuff.
Okay. Open. I kind of want to hold your eyes open.
Oh, I'm watching it this time.
First time reaction. Wow.
Told it in the title.
Don't you want to be by her side? She's kind of walking pretty fast. Is this an illusion? What?
Where'd she go?
This isn't good.
You trying to frighten me with magic tricks?
Dragons? What if she just like lights herself on fire and like is a human torch? She's fine from it.
True.
What are they gonna do? Oh yeah, I completely forgot they got away. Ah.
How did he find us?
Sitting out there Assassin's Creed style.
Yeah, the final kill has been repaid.
Remember the name of the episode?
Yeah, Valar Morghulis.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you.
Why is that relevant?
How do you know we'd come this way? How did you kill those guards?
Magic.
Was it hard?
No harder than taking a new name, if you know the way.
Show me how.
Ooh,
I want to be able to do it too.
If you would learn, you
that'd
must
be
come
hot.
with me.
Where?
Far and away across the narrow sea to Bravos.
Bravos.
My dancing master was from Bravo.
Hey!
To be a
Sirio
dancing master is a
Bravos.
special thing, but to be a faceless man, that is something else entirely. The girl has many names on her lips. Joffrey, Cersei, Tywin Lannister.
He knows a lot.
Pain, the Hound. Names to offer up to the Red God.
The Red God.
She could offer them all.
In this Red God's name?
But I can't. I need to find my brother and mother.
At least let him know you're well.
And my sister.
Then we must part.
Maybe another
Man has
time?
duties as well. Here,
What is it?
a coin of great value.
Hmm.
Could it
Will
buy
I
a
get her an
horse?
inn earlier?
It is not meant for the buying of horses. If the day comes when you must find me again, just give that coin to any man from Bravos and say these words to him.
Ooh,
Valar Morghulis.
Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis.
Margulis.
Close enough.
Please don't go, Jaqen.
Jaqen is dead.
Who is he now?
Say it again. Valar Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis.
So you're saying those words, but you won't say the words of the Red Priest?
No, she's fake. Oh!
Farewell, Arya Stark.
Oh! Different actor. I like that previous man's face. That's gonna be... Man. That's crazy. Oh, man. It's just gonna be dead. On the ground. Is that ash or snow? Ash. Okay. Did they just kill the townspeople? On their way out? The wolves are still okay. Important. He crawls his way over there. Oh man,
Tell us what medicine to get from your chambers. We'll make
it's
you better.
not gonna work.
I feel just fine. Go to the wall, to John. He'll look after you
about
enough
that.
to know you're safe.
I don't want to leave you.
No more than I want.
What about the 500 men outside?
I pulled you into the world. Both of you. I've seen both your faces almost every day since. And for that, I consider myself very,
Yeah.
very lucky. Go now with Hodor. Go on. I'll be right here.
I like how he whispered it.
Lucia, you may have to protect them against your own kind.
I've got no great love for my own kind. I'll get you milk of the puppy. Tell me where to find it.
I don't want milk of the puppy. Do it quickly.
Mercy kill? God damn. That's sad, man.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't
He was such a
show it. Lewin deserves, like, a peaceful death scene.
All this way to the God's Wood, which I imagine like just has great importance to him. God damn, that shit's burning. What about the 500 men outside? I don't understand.
What about them?
Where were they?
Blowing the horn.
Is it crying an illusion too?
She's got to be a gamer.
How many doors? Wind blowing inside? Oh, we're outside. No? Dude, this spire was not this big.
She's still in the spire?
Where'd they lead her? Outside.
Or is she inside?
It could, I mean, they like their illusions. And why is it snowing, or is that ash? Is that... It's a vision. That's a throne. The future? Dragons burn down King's Landing? Or the past? The dragons are more important? What is this? Bro, the sorcery is crazy. Is this the wall?
It's like a big mass of snow.
Oh god. Damn. They're showing her where it hurts. Man. Didn't even get to see her child. If only. Oh man, this is nice and sad. Man, he didn't talk much, but he's a good talker. Ah, damn. Little Rego.
Until the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, until the rivers run dry, and the mountains blow in the wind like leaves.
It's tough to walk away from.
Mm-hmm.
But she freed herself. All three of them chained up, okay.
They missed their mother.
God damn. What if you just set the room on fire?
Your dragons were born. Our magic was born again. It is strongest in their presence.
Okay.
And they are strongest in yours.
So they want to keep her?
Across 1,000 seasons, you will be with them. And we will be
Oh
with
god.
you until time comes to an end.
I need them to start breathing fire.
Dracarys.
Dracarys? Okay. Oh, let's go. Oh my god, they're small, but they're powerful. I love it. Oh my god, Bernie, son of a bitch.
You wanted fire.
And they just break the chains. Is it that easy? Okay.
Won't be a fun night for you. Mans knows how to make crows sing.
Okay. Unwarranted.
Careful with that. You might cut yourself.
Okay.
Never swum
Ooh.
sword before, have you?
Okay. Ah man, he might die.
Why, traitor? So you can give Manch Raider an invitation to Castle Black. Let him fight!
What? Is this a bait? Why would you give your prisoner a sword? Be a shame if someone got hit.
That's it.
Mid-sword fight.
That's what you can do. You little shit. Your traitor father teach you that. Or was it your whore mother?
Okay, we're hitting low. If this is charade, you're making it believable. Okay. It wasn't a charade, okay. Why?
We are the watchers of the wall.
I don't understand.
You can tell, Mans. That's the man who killed Cora and Afan.
Burn the body. You don't want this one coming back for you.
What was the plan there?
What do you think?
Come along, Jon Snow.
I don't understand. Guess what? Let's talk it out. What do we have? A lot of tents. In a valley.
Time to meet the king beyond the wall.
Was it his only way to survive? That's the only thing I'm thinking. Oh, Zara, he's gonna be pissed. Oh. Is she just gonna take control of Karth?
You said you'd never leave Karth alive. Come.
Okay, just like that. Tables flipped. Ooh, the music's building. It's empty?
Thank you, Zaro Zoan Doxos. Thank you for teaching me this lesson.
I am King of Karth. I can help you now.
Oh, you're not king anymore. Lock him inside? Oh my god. Damn. He really did all the hard work for her.
The size of this dub is monumental.
Just like that, we're on top, baby. Targaryen stock up.
It's all a lie.
What?
Looks real enough to me.
The wealth of the city is all a lie? Sell everything.
Buy a ship.
A small ship.
How many more of those do we have? Wait, we don't need the lavish stuff. Oh, hell yeah, it's a party. That's so fucking cool. Oh man, okay. John, why'd you do it?
John.
My fault. The boys.
I thought we were coming north to fight wildlings.
Oh man, wait till they find out the party that happened.
Here's this goat.
Is that goat? Moose?
People shouldn't live anywhere you need to burn shit to keep warm.
Well, you see a tree, let me know.
The thing about Gilly that's so interesting.
Oh my god.
No, truly. After all that Crast has done to her, she's still got hope that life might get better.
The thing about Gilly that you find so interesting is that she said 6 words to you.
And the thing
Sometimes
about
that's a
you that I
dub.
find so interesting is absolutely nothing.
Damn, sick burn.
What is that?
We're back.
Means Ryder's approaching.
2 blasted wildlings.
Wildlings.
You're not fighting them alone. Come on.
3 blasts.
Is run?
3 blasts.
Yeah, you could say
From what?
that. You remember what 3 blast was?
Is it White Walkers? Oh man.
There's this pile of crap.
Nah, they left my boy behind. What's up? What's he gonna see? They're white. They're walking.
They're dead.
Oh my god. Are they riding a moose? Oh my god, it's the undead horse. Who is that? Aw, man. Sammo, my boy, you might be dead. They don't care?
I'm a volume up way too loud.
Where are they marching
ASMR.
towards? Also, who blew the horns? God damn. Is this the king beyond the wall? That's a lot.
You think?
That's a lot.
Don't worry.
Dude, that man has an ice sword. That man's sword does ice damage. It's gonna freeze you. Okay. What is that? What is that?
What is what?
What do we make of that? Got
Those
King of the
dead may
White
never
Walkers
die.
over here. Oh man. The frozen god, not drowned god. Who blew the horns?
So you saw what was in the background of
Was
that
that the
shot at
wall?
the end, right? Yeah. So they saw.
They spotted him that far away.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
vision.
And I didn't study on my Night's Watch
lore,
not in the lore, but like training. I didn't have a handy book ready. I selected my training, but 3 horns appears to be White Walkers or something else, something supernatural.
White Walkers.
Okay. They seemed to take at least the main one, the guy on the horse. He looked at Samuel, but he just didn't care, or like he wasn't looking at Samuel. It looked like he was looking at Samuel.
It's safe to say he looked at Sam.
Yeah. So why is he like? Why are they just ignorant of him, or not? Like just not? Why not take interest in him?
No, he just knows that Sam's the goat, so leave him alone.
Yeah. True. Real recognizes real. So that's given that man's body is white. So he's been.
Yeah, the name kind of makes sense now, doesn't it?
It kind of makes sense. But like, I'm assuming he's just been around for a while. If that's the case, it's not a recent body, or it could be. I don't know. But my initial concern, because I saw the long hair, well, I immediately thought, is that Benjen? But I don't think it's Benjen. I was like, did Benjen get turned to a White Walker? Which we haven't seen him. May very well have, but I don't think that's the case. I think Uncle Benjen is still alive and kicking, and his place might become apparent in season 3. I have a prediction, but maybe it doesn't line up. But yeah, where do we start? Big fat meaty episode. Pick place, say name, and we can talk.
So we just talked about the end of the episode. Let's rewind a little bit. The North Beyond the Wall plotline. You seem to have some questions or be confused about the scene between John and Cor and Half Hand.
I assumed that was all like a play. That like, because like you've seen like similar scenes in other pieces of fiction where like they pretend to fight, then they turn on them. Granted, they're still kind of outnumbered, but I don't know where that came from. Maybe I missed some dialogue from Half Hand, or some dialogue that was said.
I can give you basically all the dialogue from Half Hand. Kind of rewind it for you. He roasted John and his traitor father and his whore mother.
Why turn
he headbutted
here?
him. After John killed him, he said, "We are the Watchers of the Wall."
Again.
So in episode 8, they kind of like are talking about
he sees John as a traitor.
No, yes, but no. It's like they're kind of talking about how they're going to survive. And I want to say, I can't say that I remember specifically what was said, but it was something to the tune of, only one of us can survive.
Okay.
And so I'd have to go back and rewatch it to give it to you specifically. But it's something of that nature, in the sense of like Half Hand knows there's really no way out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And John like needs to prove like they can, that the wildlings can trust him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's killing the most notorious ranger behind Benjen Stark, if not ahead of him. I honestly don't know the hierarchy, but I know that they're very highly regarded by the wildlings, or should I say feared.
Yeah, so perfect explanation. I was kind of trying to get Igley to piece it together, but I don't consider any of that spoilers.
I don't either.
But I was kind of confused when I first saw that scene as well. But since I've seen it before, I know
right
what's going on.
So the other lens I was gonna view it on, and I don't think it was really spoiling it, that you like really sold it all to me. Like the other reasoning being like like the aspect only one of them can survive, only one of them is useful as like a prisoner or like can give intel. I guess granted Half Hand would know more about the operations. It would be more valuable, but he did it out of fear of like Jon turning on him, basically just striking preemptively. That's still, that was still completely unexpected. And Jon just retaliated, like meeting it and fighting him in self-defense. Otherwise he would have died, but like another reason I thought Jon did it is just again to like actually just survive, and it was his only option.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like normally it'd be too noble to do that under normal circumstances. He might have taken death with honor. Granted, when pushed to the edge, people can do anything. But if anything, that was like the thing that caught me most off guard. But I didn't pick up on fully the dialogue.
I think the first time I watched it, I thought it like was what he said about his father and mother that really did it for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see after he kills Half Hand,
remorse.
They cut Jon's ropes around his wrists, and then Ygritte tells him it's time to go meet Mance Rayder.
Yeah, he's one of them for now, because I mean,
he's earned the trust.
Yeah, whether he goes back with his boys, it might be a while, but very interesting place to leave Jon at. I expected him and Mance Rayder crossing paths. Like I predicted him that he was going to meet Mance Rayder. I thought it was going to be this episode, but next season seems it's going to be really interesting to see how that develops, because I feel like he's going to see another side that he didn't consider before, and that's going to ignite something. I still think the general premise is like, I mean, Jon is ultimately good. And what Mance Rayder's full intentions are, I don't fully know. But even like I feel like he's going to side with them for a while, kind of understand their way of life, and he's going to be like, he's going to have like a choice to make, like two identities, like of what he wants to do. But also, I think it's going to lead him to a good path, ultimately, and maybe one that's going to bring him back to the wall, or like past the wall at the end of his story. I don't know. Things can change pretty dramatically, as is seen, but very, very interesting. Just again, completely unexpected. But yeah,
Danny plotline
is fucking fire. Man, they really fumbled. They really they had it all planned out. Kill the rest of the 13. Then rule. I like sorcery in this show is kind of interesting, because elements of supernatural that we've seen so far, it's not like your traditional, like we got wizards casting fireballs or lightning magic, it seems to like a lot of what we've seen has been like at least from like so far, like a lot of illusions, or just we've seen blood magic, dark arts, a lot of dark arts, a lot of dark arts, sacrificing for life, shadow coochie. I'm not gonna live that one. Like, I'm not gonna let that one die. And then like magical creatures, which are the ones casting I guess fire resistance as well. But yeah. Dragon fire burns hot. And goddamn, don't know his name, but the man with the blue lips, it got fucking toasted.
I always kind of called him the Warlock.
The Warlock. He got locked out, all right. And just completely flipping the script and ending up on top. I didn't expect. I don't know how they could do it. If anything, I expected getting the dragons in running, but now she has everything. She's like seemingly everything she needs. She has a base of operations, a kingdom, the start of one, a city, a foothold, and money once she pawns off all the fancy stuff. And she has people. I don't know much about the citizens of Karth. But based off what we're like seeing, they were living like the implications of the city are entirely a lie, and the city is broke because there's nothing in the vault. So yeah, I don't know how they survived. I mean, they had traders. I don't know how this. I mean, I don't know how the city was running itself. But she's in a good spot. It was very sad to see, like, the illusion of her seeing Khal Drago and Rhaego. But it's like it's a tough illusion. It hits where it hits pretty low and it hurts. It's a dream of what could have been. And it, like, I don't know, it was pretty fucking good. I'm glad they brought Jason Momoa back for maybe potentially one final scene.
Always great to see him. And I like the way she repeated the words that the witch told to her and that she said when she mercy killed him. And then in that illusion, he stopped talking after that. Kind of like a reality check. This is how it really is.
She broke through it. Especially seeing her, like, seeing Khal Drago is one thing. But seeing her son, I wasn't ever born. Kind of like growing up a little bit, like 1 year old.
Cute baby.
Cute baby. Very, very tough to see. But she broke through from it. Something I find a little bit interesting is like the transition. Because like we saw, besides Khal Drogo, we saw Snowfield. We saw King's Landing. Okay, King's Landing, like, well, at least the Iron Throne. So I'm assuming King's Landing burned down, were destroyed. What the visions mean, what was being shown, I don't know. The sorcerer was saying that she and the dragons amplify their magic. So I don't know if like there's deeper meaning besides like in the visions we saw, or if they're just all to mess with her head. But they're all stuff like that mean a lot to her. So something I found interesting though is when like the word she said before all the dragons started breathing fire. I think it was Dracarys.
Dracarys, yeah.
Dracarys. So I don't know what that means. Initially I thought it was she might have said it before when she was playing with the dragons. I don't fully remember. Did. Maybe you could fact check.
So there was a scene.
Is it a name or a command?
It's a command. Okay. Should I tell him what it means, Blake, or do you think he can just piece it together? I'm
assuming breathe fire.
Yeah.
Breathe fire. Dragon breathe fire.
So the first time she said it, I believe, she was with actually the girl that betrayed her with a Zaro
Zoan Doxos.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. He's involved
and she
now.
was feeding the dragons and they were cooking meat. You remember? And she said Dracarys.
Yeah. Dracarys. Okay.
Oh, and to give you some further clarification, because you got this correct too, but I just don't always like to answer you, regardless of if you get something right or wrong, but because I felt like you knew what it was in the vision Danny was having where she was in the snowfield, that was the wall behind her. It wasn't just
Okay.
like a giant pile of snow. And the reason it's the wall is because of the big door that like lifts up that she walks out of.
Okay,
Yeah, because if you recall, like John and the boys go through that door several times.
Interesting. So, I mean, that aspect is kind of interesting because that's something she's never seen before. Like that doesn't or shouldn't hold any much meaning for her. So why she saw that? I don't know. Because like everything else makes sense. King's Landing, last time she was at King's Landing was at a very young age. So, and then of course seeing Khal Drogo and her son. But why the wall? I don't really have any thoughts. Like I don't really know why. It could be nothing. Like there could be nothing deeper into that, but it's still interesting. To know. Let's see. What else we want to talk about?
There's several.
Let's talk about Tyrion and how he got completely fucking shafted. No commendations from the battle he fought when Joffrey ran away like a little bitch, and he almost won. And Tywin just kind of cleaned it up for him. Tywin didn't lead his men into the battle. Tywin didn't give his men courage. He did. Bronn was kicking ass too. I don't know where Bronn is right now. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, they said he was relieved of his position, so that's all.
Yeah, but he has been done so fucking dirty. And he's no longer Hand of the King. Tywin snapped that shit up from him and took all the glory from the battle. It's like they don't want Tyrion to win.
Right.
And now he really doesn't hold any power besides being a Lannister. There's a debate of him that like there was a prospect that Shay brought to him of like leaving and going like fleeing to another land and being with her. Honestly, solid offer from the sounds of it. But he chooses to stay. He chooses to fight and play the game, the scheming game. But he's at a much lower position.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. That is not my intention. But I'm glad it worked out that way. So he doesn't have as much sway, and things can get pretty bad for him. Varys, I love that Varys paid at least a small amount of respect for him in recognizing what he did was like his actions overall were for the people of King's Landing. Whether
I have a question for you.
Yeah, ask away.
Do you like Baelish more than you like Varys?
Do I like the bitch with the little finger more than the bald man with no balls?
Right.
I'd say despite having no balls, Baelish Varys has more balls than Baelish.
Because every time, like, do you realize that the spider is the guy with no balls?
Yeah.
Okay. Because every time you mention the spider, it's always like in hate, and I'm like
negative light.
I don't trust anyone.
Okay, that's
in King's
fine.
Landing. But the spider kind of warming up to me.
Okay. I was just confused because sometimes you're like you like Varys and sometimes you don't. And I was just like, okay, wait.
Can you blame me with the scheming game? I don't like the scheming game. I don't like anyone participating in the scheming game except Tyrion. So it's difficult to know who to trust because they could be a friend, seemingly a friend, but very quickly stab you in the back.
Everyone in King's Landing is a liar.
Yeah. You want me to trust Varys, and then we have another Ned Stark situation in our hands. Is that what you want? You want me to blindly trust someone? I need action.
All I'm saying is I didn't know.
Okay.
So I was
now you know.
Confused.
I think Igley
now I know.
likes Pycelle more than either of them.
Ah, of course.
I actually
Silly
don't.
Me.
I know.
I saw him go
wait,
fuck
you don't?
himself. No. I like the shit they're picking up beyond the wall more than all three of them.
Oh.
That might be ours. Maybe more than Baelish. Pycelle. Varys out of the three is definitely the, let's say, sensible option. Because at least the way he's portraying himself on multiple occasions now is acting on behalf of the people. So he seems to be the greater good out of the three bitches. Bitches is the wrong word. Schemers. He has seemingly good intentions, and he paid Tyrion respect for his duty to the city, which honestly kind of means something. He was the only one that gave him respect and recognized his efforts. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, if Tyrion didn't do, like, if Tyrion's part of the battle wasn't done, if he chose to default and just hide in the walls, what could have happened? Who would be alive? And like what Stannis was coming into, what Tywin was coming into. Let's say like Stannis just completely ran a train on King's Landing and held it before. I mean, I don't think Tywin came in pretty quick, but if Stannis was able to gain control of King's Landing, I mean,
that would be a problem.
Maybe Tywin would have still been able to beat him off.
Huh?
I don't know why I said that.
You're thinking about beach off.
Wait.
Yeah.
Pause. What did you just say?
It finally clicked.
I will willingly admit on video, I was just looking down at my phone. And it was kind of like 50-50. Like, I heard your words, but I didn't hear them until you like paused, and all of a sudden like the lag happened.
Poor phrasing. The topic that you were choosing to ignore was out of disrespect towards me, as always, was like in a theoretical situation where Stannis had like run through King's Landing, took control of it all before Tywin came in. I feel like Tywin like would still be able to fight him off, or like run him out again, because
and you chose the word beat.
Yes,
him.
I did. Yes, and now yes. I used the words.
Here we are. Okay.
Tywin beat Stannis off.
Yep.
So this is all a bunch of theories and what ifs.
Yes.
But
yes,
I would want to say if Stannis made it in with like all of his forces, and they were able to keep Tywin and Loras and crew out, because they only really have one way or maybe a couple ways to get in, so they can funnel them through there, maybe bar the door back up that they rammed down. If Stannis makes it inside and like people start getting killed and worse, then, you know, he kills Joffrey. He pretty much runs that shit at that point. The masses of King's Landing will pledge their allegiance to him, bend the knee, whatever you want to say. And yeah, he's the king at that point.
If anything, I don't think if the Dragonfire never came into play and took out the ships, definitely would have been like tough for Tywin to get in there and beat him off.
The wildfire was like just the perfect play.
Yeah,
that majorly came in clutch.
So yeah, I mean, Tyrion played his part, and he was one of two halves, if anything, the greater half that won the battle for King's Landing against Stannis, and it sucks to have no respect for him. The people know.
People know.
I imagine part of Tyrion's game, or like trying to reclaim and work his way up again. I don't know the exact way it's going to go, but I imagine having the people on his side aids him in that, because he's done a lot towards that front, and Joffrey has just taken away from that. So whether the people recognize it, I hope so. Because none of the Lannisters are. And he just had a very sweet moment with Shay. But given that he's choosing to stay in the lion's den, literally, figuratively and literally, Shay's going to be a target since he doesn't really have as much power now. And I hope that doesn't end bad. But that's left to be seen. Hopefully, because I don't know what they do now. But yeah, it's just such a good moment for Tyrion this episode, or like such a sad, but like also sweet moment with Tyrion and Shay this episode. She's a real one for sure. But yeah, I guess to transition
in King's Landing, I wonder if your transition was going to be the same as my transition. I was going to say,
Sansa?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
She was pretty happy to not like be wed, pledged to be wed to Joffrey anymore. However, she's still a prisoner, and Joffrey's still a bitch, so she's still in danger. If anything, more than ever, because she doesn't have anything. Like, there are much less appearances to keep. Beating your wife, that's one thing. Beating some random person of no status, besides being the son of a someone who's claimed to be claimed as a traitor, probably don't have like a lot of good looks coming your way. There was a talk of the Hound escaping. I don't know where the Hound is. I don't think we saw him this episode. But if that's still up on the board, now more than ever, it's a good option to take. Baelish is kind of proposing trying to make the plan of getting her back to Catelyn and trade for Jaime happen. So yeah. I'm not sure what happens to her, but she's in a pretty dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think her only friend now, Baelish is just pretending to be her friend because it benefits him.
As always.
As always. But I think her only friend right now might be the Hound, if anything. I don't know where he's at. Also, like the confirmation from Varys that Cersei tried to have Tywin killed mid-battle,
Tyrion.
Did I say Tywin?
Yeah, you said Tywin.
My RI looked like a W in my notes, so forgive me for that. How that happens, I don't know. That's my scribbles, right? Or yeah. But we have the confirmation that she tried to have Tyrion killed by Captain Moore.
His name has an M in it. You're right about that. I think it's
like Madison Moore or something.
Madison Moore. Okay. So that explains the friendly fire that happened last episode. I think that was the thing that gave him the nasty scar. But he didn't lose an eye. I think he's still good.
Mandon.
But Mandon Moore?
Mandon Moore.
Okay, I'm gonna forget it because it means nothing to me anymore.
It means nothing.
That's not an attempted pun. That's just turned out that way. But yeah, damn, there's so many fucking things to talk about.
Yeah.
Holy shit, these notes are fat. Recording's like an hour 45.
It's the season finale.
Blake is begging to the drowned gods.
I don't worship the drowned gods. I worship the Lord of Light.
Okay.
But yeah, my eyes are burning.
Your eyes are, but look down at your phone.
That doesn't help.
Look down. Close your eyes. Consider that. Wear a blindfold. Let's talk about Rob. Rob's in love. Mary's, I forget her name.
Talisa or Talisa.
Talisa.
Where you want to pronounce it?
Chooses his own feelings as opposed to what's expected him as a king. What will happen after that? Who knows? Honestly, they got married pretty damn quick. But I guess they hit it off.
Time is an illusion in this show.
Okay. I mean, they had like
in the 5 episodes they'd known each other, probably like a year.
it's been like, you think so? I was gonna say months. Okay. But okay, I can see your point. It seems like it's been only like a short amount of time, but they've been on the road on battle, on a war march for a while now, and he found love, and that's sweet. But he's king. He's going to be king of the North, and that's not sweet because he is now once people find out he's an oathbreaker, and the connotations that come with that is that he can't be trusted. He doesn't make good on his word. How much sway? I got his name now. You don't have to say it. Hold up. I'm scrolling. I passed it probably. Okay, hold up. Leave all this in. Leave all this in. Frey.
There you go.
Don't know. Frey,
Walder Frey.
Walder Frey. Frey's all I need. That's the last name's important. I don't know how much sway Frey has.
He has a bridge.
He has a bridge.
Bridges sway.
And that bridge got burned.
Damn.
So figuratively, not literally. But I don't know how powerful of a figure he is. But I mean, we make promises we can't keep sometimes. And if it's out of love, maybe he'll understand. Clearly, he won't use it as a claim to rise against him. But that is a problem for another day. They can enjoy their happy night for now.
Do you think, I guess this could be a quick answer. Do you think if Catelyn didn't let Jaime go and kind of betray Rob's trust, that he would have kept his promise of marrying Frey?
I was wondering that. And you just reminded me. Based off that scene alone, I don't know if it was made apparent or if it was known. I guess it would be known that Jaime's gone. That would travel the day after.
They showed
like a
that
bounty
in the previous. Well, not by everyone, I guess. But are you talking about with Rob?
Yeah. Did Rob know in the previous, in episode 8?
So yeah, there was a scene. He comes into the tent because he gets word that the Kingslayer's gone, and he goes. You'll remember as I explain it. He goes and confronts Kat, and he's like, "How could you do this?" And she's like, "I did it for the girls." And then the dude comes in there. I don't know his first name, but I think Karstark. His son died. Jaime killed him. He was the guard at his cell. And he was pissed about it. He was like, "You stole my vengeance." And Kat was like, "Well, your son's already dead, but my daughters can live." And then she said L plus ratio. And
yeah.
Rob got pissed and sent some guards to the tent to watch his mom. So yeah, there's your refresher, because I know it has been a while since we watched the previous episodes.
So yeah, thank you for the refresher. So would he have done that? Your question was, what do you think he would still have done that? Even if like Catelyn didn't put that
because
Catelyn didn't put that stunt.
Rob's a young guy. His father figure is dead, and his mother. What do you say about his other parent that she can't talk about being honorable or something like that?
Right.
So
Keeping her word or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some trust issues there. Some mommy issues.
I think maybe he seemed like, I don't see that as like an act of rebellion. Whether like him having trust in his mom would be enough to like cause him to go against what like he really wanted as an individual, as opposed to king. I feel like I would assume I'm gonna say he still would have done it.
Well, it's something that Kat said. I don't remember the exact line, but it's something like, you have to keep your oath. Your people, you like basically set the example for the people that follow you. And she's his mother, so in a way she sets the example for him. So since she kind of did something behind his back, disobeyed his orders, then that it's kind of like subtle, not something he necessarily did on purpose, but I think subconsciously, at least the way the writing is done in the show, because of what Kat did, indirectly or directly. I don't know how I'm trying to word this, but I think you understand
No,
my
I
train of
definitely know
thought.
what you're saying.
Rob is like, F it, I'm gonna marry the girl I love.
I can definitely see it when like portrayed that way. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But that's done. Can't go back on that.
Mhm.
He's in it for the long run now. Marriage is, of course, eternal. Can't come back from it. Can't go back on it. But yeah. As for everything else, let's talk about Blake's favorite character.
Okay.
She got choked out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked at a fire together. Very romantic.
What did Stannis see in the fire?
Reflection of the flame in his eye. I don't know.
Oh, true.
But what did he see? We don't know. She promised him the battle would be won. Just didn't say what battle.
I know what he saw.
What he saw? Okay, he saw himself hunched over again.
The future.
He saw the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
So I mean, that fire could be anything. I wonder how the Lord of Fire feels about like competes with Dragon.
It's the Lord of Light.
I don't care enough.
I care
to get your god correct.
I care.
Your god is a heathen.
You're a heathen.
Yeah, I mean, me and Igly are. You can worship the Lord of Light, but like me and Igly worship the Red God.
We got dragons.
Did you see Jack and
the drowned
change
god?
his face this episode?
The red god is not the drowned god, idiot. But the red god, I guess that's another thing, like a supernatural element, shapeshifting. I mean, it kind of falls under the lines of illusion, but pretty wicked. And Arya got that coin. So once her side quest with letting her family know she's all right, I want to see her go to Bravos. And learn from the hometown, the homeland of my boy Serial. Boys, it's been like 13 episodes. I'm beginning to think that Serial Bravos is dead.
Really?
Who knows?
It's unfortunate. Kind of crazy they killed like the best character in the show so early on. He had such a future. But damn, definitely thinks, given like how much she, like in that time in King's Landing she could spend with him and learn from him, I definitely think that's an offer that she'll take later on, and that'll be really cool to see. But that might be a long ways away. I don't know, or it could be like pretty soon. But she has to get home first and make sure everything's fine. But that is definitely a nice plot line to pick up later. Because goddamn, Jaqen is dead, and there's a new actor playing him. Who his real identity is, I don't know, but hopefully we'll see him again. Red God's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Interested to see what else he can do, or more of the lore about him. But let's see what else. Also, I think I forget the name of the third, like the pot boy,
hot
pie,
hot pie,
and fuck, what was
hot pie, Gendry, and Arya.
Gendry are together. So, I mean, I saw it being more of a duo, between Gendry and Arya. But hey, pot pie can be on the road for now.
It's
maybe
hot pie
stuff
with an H at the beginning.
Hot pie. Okay,
hot pies
pie.
are good
My
though.
fault.
I don't blame you.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to get to the Starks, like to the Stark, like wherever she's. Well, I don't even know where she's trying to go. Is she trying to meet on the road with her brother, or is she where? I should have paid attention better to the map. I don't know where Harrenhal is in relation to where, because she kind of got word of where Rob's army's at. Like since from listening in on the War Council, or does she go back to Winterfell? Winterfell might be too far away. Well, I'll have to figure it out and look at the map again. But it's still a long road, and there's 3 kids. Dangers could await them. So hopefully they get there safe, and no one dies tragically. Next is Theon. We can talk about Winterfell as a whole. I don't know what to make fully of the situation, because the horns are blowing. There are 500 men waiting outside the walls. What happened to them? But why'd they just let Winterfell be raided and burned? I don't know what fully happened.
I can just tell you, we cannot answer that.
You cannot answer that. Understood. I understand that. But Theon gave a speech. Honestly, Theon had some pretty good scenes this episode. He's just a child who's realizing the error of his ways. But he feels that he's too far gone now. And has to stick to this path. It's the only way forward for him. Very Anakin mindset. But we don't recollect or think about other ways here. But he gave a pretty good speech until he was knocked out by his men, who I'm assuming the only thing I could see, the only like successful, or like the only way I could see is that they handed Theon over, because that's the main reason they were there for, like the army was there for. Theon is either dead or just a prisoner being taken back to Robb. Most likely alive. I'm hoping. I cannot talk. I've been talking for too long. It's almost 2 hours. Mostly alive. Most likely alive. So we can get that meeting between brothers again before something happens. And then said, "Hey, thanks for that. We got our guy. See you later. We're not going to worry about the town anymore." And the 20 men just had their way with it and burned it down. I don't know how many people died. I don't know what the current population of Winterfell is. But there might not be a Winterfell to come back to. And given that the situation was drastic enough for Bran's group to head north towards the wall, I'm guessing that like no one's left alive, which is pretty damn insane. Greyjoys, Theon might have lost, but Greyjoys had their way.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
There's not
Maester Luwin.
Maester Luwin, goddamn. I really liked him. He was really cool. Too many old people in shows I like die, unfortunately.
Protect the old.
He reminds me very much of a character from another show I've seen. Can I name it?
You can name the show. Yeah.
Okay. For anyone who's seen The Last Kingdom, Maester Luwin very much reminds me of another character, kind of similar in ways, but he very much reminds me of a character in there. But yeah. I really liked how he tried talking Theon down, trying to give him an option despite all he's done, because he can recognize the mistakes he made. I don't know if amends can be made, if that's something, what he did is something that can be forgiven by everyone else, but maybe internally, like at least within himself, like if Theon would have pursued that path and went to the wall, I mean, maybe like internally he could have found peace, but that's not really an option right now.
Yeah, I think
he chose not to follow through.
Over Winterfell is one thing, but as soon as you start killing people, that is where like being redeemed.
You can't take it back.
Right.
Yeah. It's not something that can be taken back. That episode where he failed to execute a man cleanly and burned 2 boys. Too much was done to go back, and he realized his mistakes too late. He could have sided with Rob. Could have found glory in his own way. Should have realized as soon as he talked to his father and realized his father didn't give a shit about him. The error of his ways instead of chasing down this path. But it is what's done is done. And as I'm scrolling through my notes, I think that's pretty much everything.
Oh, you're out of ammo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think so.
I think that was a really good post discussion, really good thoughts. I mean, in my opinion, that might be like the best post discussion for Game of Thrones so far. And
you're too kind.
Well, it's because of you, of course, and like because of the episode, the way they like kind of not only close things up for the season, but set things up for season 3. There's just a lot to talk about. And yeah. I mean, Blake, did you have anything?
I'm so sorry to interrupt you because I just saw something in my notes I didn't talk about.
Oh, well, there you go.
Brienne and Jamie on the road. Listen, I gotta get this out there. And honestly, good time to put it at the very end of the reaction. Strong woman in knight armor are fucking top notch. I need more of that. I need more strong women in fiction wearing knight armor, wielding a sword, promoting chivalry.
So me and Blake get the toxic women that want to kill us, and you get the noble.
I get the noble
women.
Yes.
Blake,
Yes.
You see how he treats us?
No. This is not how I treat you. This is not how I treat you. This is decisions you have made on your own. This is completely your own fault.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should make decisions for us because obviously we're not very good at them.
Listen, brothers. No matter how bad she might be, you cannot fix her. I need you to know this. Blake, you cannot fix the red woman.
Want to bet?
Yes, I would. But yeah, Brienne was fucking cool this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, and clever. Like the aspect of like, her lying about like serving the Starks, then like following up with saying she serves Catelyn, was pretty cool. And I think Jamie has her to thank for living for another season. How many more he will live, I have no idea. But at least for now, the Kingslayer lives season 2. When so many people want him dead, he might be the most wanted dead man in the realm. Yeah,
I'd say he's up there.
Yeah, he's pretty up there. But he managed to escape death due to chivalry. Yeah. A lot of respect for her. I hope she keeps doing cool shit. But with that, me doing a final pass on my notes, I believe I am tapped out.
All right. Blake,
Yeah.
you've been a man of few words in this post discussion. So, you have anything you'd like to say before we wrap up this 2 hour, 5 minute, and 32 second plus recording session?
Man, Igley took all the words out of my mouth.
Favorite scene, quick, quickly.
Scene.
We got to wrap up.
Honestly, probably no. I was gonna say the Dany scene just because that's the first time I've watched it through all the way, but I'm going to say the end with the White Walkers getting revealed for the first time. That's easily like a top 10 moment for me in the show. Just because the first time you hear the horns blown 3 times is just like bone chilling, no matter how many times you watch it. So that would be my favorite scene.
I think I would agree with you, but like every scene in this episode was so good. I think I will highlight a more subtle scene. I think Rob and Talissa getting married was just a really touching moment. And even like the way they recite, would that be their vows or just like the way they say it in sync is really cool. So
yeah, I've always liked that. I kind of have it memorized in my head. So when I get married, that's what I'll say instead of in health and in sickness.
Why not do the vow to the Lord of Light if you're such a big fan?
How about you walk down the aisle to the Game of Thrones theme?
Oh, Star Wars is already reserved.
I see.
Oh yeah, in Italy, right? Fake Italy? CGI Italy?
Yeah, Naboo, yeah. Okay, outro. Oh wait, I do the outro.
You sure do.
Well, if you enjoyed Italy Talking for the last hour, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next time Italy Talks for a whole hour. We'll have the full-length reaction for this available on Patreon right now, along with 4 weeks early access if you cannot wait for the next episode. All that is available right now on our Patreon up to episode 4 of season 3. That is available on Patreon. We also have a free Discord you can join. Links in the description below, and links to our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Check all that out. We'll see you guys next week for episode 1 of season 3.
See ya.
We should start taking bets on how long I talk after the season 8 finale.
Oh, by the way, I'm still recording right now. This is a note to myself. Hopefully I check the very end of the recording first. Editor Corey, you do not need to make any cuts in the post discussion. So you do not have to sit there and listen to that for like 30 minutes on 15 times speed. That's it.